Good evening, I'm Paula Toti.
And I'm Kyle Inskeep. It's a major problem with no easy fix.
It will take millions of dollars to stop landslides on Columbia Parkway. Cincinnati City Council wants to find a way to get it done and foot the bill. Anjanette Levy is live at City Hall with an update on the search for a solution. Anjanette.
Well, Paula, as we've seen many times in the past, nothing is ever easy here at City Hall. Council is right now deadlocked 4-4 on a solution to this because Councilmember Chris Seelbach is not here today. There were two proposals on the table to pay for the repairs, but there may be a change, a last-minute change here. We're still waiting to see whether or not that happened. Now, those landslides on Columbia Parkway have been getting worse, and 4 members of council want to borrow money by using capital project funds to pay for part of the repairs. There are 4 other members of council, Greg Landsman, Jeff Pastor, Amy Murray, and Christopher Smitherman, who want to use $6.2 million from a new District 5 building to help fund the repairs, since the city already has that money in the bank, and there are no plans to break ground on a new District 5 just yet. So there was a lot of debate before the votes actually started to be taken.
This body previously voted on a full total budget to do a permanent replacement of District 5 police headquarters. The idea that eroding that is somehow the right thing to do or the obvious thing to do right now, I don't think that makes any sense. I think that seems perilous, frankly.
I think the question of borrowing money and paying interest now when we don't have to is one that we can't ignore. There does seem to be a commitment from everyone that we have to do Columbia Parkway and we have to do it now, which means today, as I understand it.
So really a brand new plan was kind of hashed out in these discussions, and they're working right now to see, or at least city staff is working to see, whether or not a new proposal may be approved. It sounds like they would have enough votes right now tonight to allocate $10.8 million in funding, which would come partially from the Southern Rail Line lease and a property tax levy. They would have to figure out that remaining $6.2 million in funding at a later date, possibly next week. So we're really right now in a waiting game, waiting to see if the city staff comes back and says, yes, you can ultimately approve that $10.8 million for the fixes tonight, and then come back and figure out the rest later. So, you know, as I said, sometimes it's never easy down here. We're just going to have to wait and see what they come up with. Reporting live at City Hall, Anjanette Levy, Local 12 News. Back to you.
That's a lot of money to find. Thank you, Anjanette, and we will be keeping an eye on the progress towards a fix.